Hey guys, this is Chandler McMahon. I'm one of the managers over at Transcend, and I'm actually out at a property. It's my first time ever being here. This been denied twice now by Allstate. There's some damages that weren't open up for coverage, and I want to make sure I can supply the best documentation for you guys. So I'm going to be supplying videos and photos. They only paid for a couple gutter guards and downspouts. Like these gutter guards, this is the left, which is the east direction. When I chalked this, I just found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hits in a section right here. And I chalked this one section, right? This is, the address is what, 6455?
6450.
Okay, 6450.
Ivy Manor Drive.
Thank you. And he's gonna be my witness. This is he's the contractor that's on it. I'm just out here trying to see if I agree with Allstate, since I have the most experience in this industry at our company. What I'm noticing, number one, is they did document this at the adjuster meeting, and the adjuster did not open up any coverage for this, which this is, in my opinion, kind of ridiculous. Can I show them this real quick? Yeah. This is the first thing I noticed as I was coming up on the roof. And I'm going to try to supply the best documentation for the adjuster, just because I don't know what the adjuster Jazz has seen. I've worked with her before. No issues as far as that. Like, I just want to make sure that I'm supplying the best proof, because they blamed everything on granule loss, which I definitely, I mean, you can see that the roof is in terrible condition. I mean, it's definitely got granule loss, but they did not open up coverage for this. And this has got creasing all across the top. And when I checked it, it is not sealed. I mean, this whole, and there's no matting transfer. And not only that, but like, look at this. These are, some of these are sealed, some of these aren't, which I see this a lot when the shingle's lifted and it's over time flopping in the wind. This is wind damage. I mean, and you can see how bad the granule loss is on these. I mean, this thing is shot. This is one that I found. Another thing that was not open up for any coverage that I'm very shocked about are the soft metals. I mean, there's dents. Now, we do have some good tree coverage right here, so I don't think it would get pelted like the other ones that I saw up there. The other ones have more, but there's definitely hail indentations on this. And I'm just trying to prove to y'all that there is hail. Number one, two, another thing I noticed before I go up there, these are the dents that I'm seeing when I'm chalking these gutter guards. And I chalked the front, the left, the right. I'm seeing dents all in this. And so this is the left elevation. I found hits on the teeth around this area. Also found a ton of hits up here, which I'll show you in a second. Another thing, I even checked over here, not a ton down on this part, but that makes sense because of the coverage right here. But there are definitely hits that I saw on this right side, which is the west slope. It did rain a little bit yesterday, so we're not gonna go to the wet areas, we're gonna go to the dry areas. But look at this. I mean, there's collateral damages on these downspouts here. There are hits all across this, from small to big. We're talking pea size, and you can actually see one of the good hits right here. And we're working off of about, I think it's an inch, 0.75 is what he said. So this is right at about an inch. That's about a ½ inch right there. That's right about 0.75 right there. We got some small pea sizes, but I'm seeing like proof of collateral damages. There's hits on these downspouts down here. So we have hits on these. We also have hits on this front side right here, which is the south direction. We've got some pretty good hits on the downspout right here. Let's see if I can get this to focus. So I found a couple hits here as well on this downspout right here. Gutter guards has hits all across it. I mean, you can literally see in the sunlight, there we go. Like, you can see the hits all the way across. I mean, it's all over the front. I don't even have to chalk it to see it. This is why I'm very shocked that they're blaming this on granule loss, and I feel like management needs to take a view at this, because I have dealt with this adjuster before, and I've had some issues in the past. Number two, it looks like that something maybe maybe a tree branch or something, since we have a lot of tree coverage. I think maybe something fell and broke that. I did notice that. I just wanted to make sure I'm supplying all the documentation I can. My biggest concern, and I already wrote it up, I'm worried about the valleys. We do have ice and water code in Georgia. I'm worried about the valleys here. I'm worried about the hips too, because if I have to come and repair this, which this has to be open up for coverage no matter what, I'm going to come out and repair this no matter what once I get them to pay for this, because I will basically keep submitting stuff until I get this paid for, so I can actually do what should be covered from the insurance. I'm going to come out and do a repair, and I already know with how bad the granule loss is on this, since we're already blaming all the hail damage on granule loss. You and I both know this is not going to be repairable. So I'm worried about the hips. Not only that, this is damaged. This is going to have to be replaced. That means the shingle surrounding this area, so it's going to end up eating up all the way across this way. The pipe boots didn't look terrible. They look like they're pretty good. They might have been resealed. That's what it looks like. You can see the original sealant on the top, and it looks like someone maybe came out and put in a new pipe boot at some point. I don't know how long. The homeowner doesn't know how long, but they said, you know, it was a while back. It wasn't anytime soon. Now, big thing is, I'm seeing granules pressed in with cracking in the mat on all of these hits that I saw. Let me take this video so I can zoom in and show them. So we got a hit here. The mat is black. We got one here. And this side doesn't have, like you can see this side, the granule loss is not terrible on this. Same thing, granules pressed in over here. I found 12 hits on just a 10 by 10 area right here. 0 wind, but like I said, we've got this valley from that wind down there. But I mean, if you look up close, I mean, the mat's black. You can see how black that is. And the granules are pressed in, and I'm seeing cracking. And I'm seeing this on not just a couple. I mean, it's on all of these. Like, look at that one. There's some up there that we're gonna go up and take a look at in just a second. If you wanna go ahead and get it to the top so I can show them my main concern. So this is the front side first area. You can go ahead and go up top. I'll give you the phone. I found hits all throughout, and this was not documented at the adjuster meeting. This is just what I found just coming up. I found hits all through here. I just didn't mark anything right here because I knew I was gonna write up the valleys and the ice code and the hip code. But yeah, there's hits here. I found hits on the hips as well on this area too. We've got hits on the hips here. I found a really good one where you can literally feel the indent right here. I mean, so that's bad. Same thing, there's another one here. Granules, and when I touch it, it's soft. But look at these hell hits right here from the top side. You can really see it here. We've got a hit here. We've got hits over here. And this is the side that doesn't have a lot of granule loss. Now, I'm not even worried about the back slope. This is the north slope, and the tree coverage is insane. But you have to understand, like, over there, they said that they did find hits on that right side over there. That's gonna end up eating into this. We got hips here. I mean, this is gonna be a full roof in my opinion, because also we only need 3 directions because that's how storms work. Number one, I don't know why they didn't check this. Usually when I'm doing a hail thing, I'm gonna check this ventilation system too, because not only is the roof gonna get damaged, but these plastics, and this is proof. And what I noticed, we got hits close to it, but look at this. You can see where the hail fell out of direction, and it looked like it hit this end. And then also, if you look right here at an angle, these right here are going inwards. And I'm seeing, that's a sign that there's been hail. Now, they are not fully snapped, but that's just proof. Now, this is what I found on the front side right here. There was 3 wind damages, apparently. We had a missing key, and the reason why I put a question mark next to all this stuff is I don't know why this was not open up for coverage, because they did show this at the adjuster meeting. I found over here, and you can see the hail damage on this, and I even missed some. I just stopped marking because this is ridiculous. I found 12 plus hail hits in a 10 by 10 on this. This is your right slope, which is the west direction. This storm kind of came like this. So that is very consistent with this storm because it came from the southwest on this storm. We do have wind. We had 60 mile per hour gust, and that explains why we have a missing key here, which they did document. Now, we're gonna go ahead and go down here to the next spot, which I'm gonna show you guys. That's very concerning to me, is this is another area that was not open up for coverage. Number one, they have a missing key here. So now I checked, the whole shingle is unsealed, the whole entire thing. There's no matting transfer underneath, none. This is a sign that that's been, you know, that's legit wind. There's also, it's hard to tell because the granule loss is so bad, but there is creasing on the top side, but the granule loss is terrible. Same thing with this one that I saw. You can see right here, clear as day. Now it looks a lot better on camera than to the naked eye, because to the naked eye, I barely could tell. I saw this, which made me think, okay, I see creasing here, let me see. And when I did this, I noticed, look, this whole thing is unsealed. There's no matting transfer, and I'm gonna try not to lift it. I'm not lifting it above a 45, just to let you know. I'm trying to show you the condition, to show you this is proof that this is legit wind. There is no matting transfer. Usually I don't see a lot of wind on arcs, but considering that we have winds come through here, they said, and they have videos of how bad it was, I believe this is legit wind. Now, if I found like 20 on here, no, I don't think that's consistent with, you know, what an architectural is, but considering how bad the granule loss on this roof is, I mean, you can see how bad this is. I mean, it's terrible. And I agree It's very hard to determine hail because of how old this is. But that's what makes me even more concerned is they did not open up coverage for wind. And my best guess is they know this is not repairable. And if they pay for these, they know we've got valleys. They know we have hips. They didn't want to open up coverage because they're probably worried that this is going to automatically be a full roof. And if you look at these hail hits over here, I mean, all of these hail hits, they're embedded. I mean, like, if I go here, I can feel how soft and the indent on this shingle. They're over here, up at the top, down over here. We've got them all over the place. So that is my biggest concern. Now this, I saw this, the whole thing is unsealed. And it looks to me like this is also a wind, but I didn't consider that as a wind. I just kind of marked it, but you can see that there is definitely what signs of creasing at the top. I would consider it wind, but I don't know how the insurance is gonna feel about that one. I wanted to let them, you know, make their guess. Now, this is old hail damage. There's old hail up here, and you can see it because what happens is when that hail hits that shingle, it's gonna press those granules in, break the mat, it's gonna crack it. The fibers are fully broken. If it was blistering is more like this. This is what blistering is. You can see that. There's a huge difference between that and this, especially the shape of it falls along the lines of what hail looks like. And this storm happened a long time ago, so I don't know if this was from that storm that hit this area and it's just taken over a year to get this adjusted. I'm not confident in that. And then same thing with over here. You can see this one's been missing. And this is actually the reason why the insured wanted us to come out and do an inspection. They noticed this from the ground. And so this is before we were even here. We have photos, documents showing proof. We have photos of this before the adjuster meeting. And this was not open up for coverage. And you can see that that is clear wind damage. There's no matting transfer either. But you can tell that wind got up underneath and snapped that off. This has got to get fixed. There's one over here, but this one's so small. This is minor. I don't think this is a huge issue. But same thing. Look at the hail hits all over this. On all these areas. Now, real quick, put it back in point 1. I am going to check the condition of this while we're already here because I don't want to have to drive back out here a separate time. I'm using a flat piece. If you want to come down to the valley right here, just to show them I'm being as careful as possible when I'm doing this. So these shingles above it are sealed. They're sealed. If I come out to replace this wind damage, this is what I'm worried about, is just getting this unsealed without causing damage. Let's see. Yeah, and it's already tearing in some of the spots right here. Like look at this. It's already tearing right here. There goes my tool. It's already tearing. I can tell you right now, there's no way I can get this to a pre-loss condition, especially with how bad this shingle is. Now, I don't want to do a full repair. This is me just breaking the sealant just to see if I can even do it, which I've already ripped this one, and I ripped this one a little bit right here. I cannot repair something like this if I'm breaking the sealant. Let me go ahead and get this back up underneath the next one, and look at this. Show them this. This is me barely pushing it in. The mat's fully broken. I mean, it's sealed. It's really sealed. I mean, it's sealed good, but it's gonna rip in spots. And that's what I'm worried about. And it just tore a little bit right here. So it's already failed. And I can tell you right now, if I do a BT test, BT means brittleness, which we don't usually do anymore, but it used to be a standard practice. I've been doing this for a very long time. If I do a BT test, you lift it up a 45 degree and drop it. And look at this. All these just came unsealed. See that? It failed the BT test. And I know y'all don't like BT test. That's fine. This is just to show you what's going on, because once I get this open up for coverage, I'll go do one down there where I haven't unsealed it yet, and I'll do a start to finish as soon as I get y'all to open up coverage. And I think y'all will agree with me that this is not working in good faith of this homeowner. This claim's been very poorly handled. I don't think the adjuster working on this should be dealing with this anyways. I think we need a new manager and a new team to look at this. I've dealt with Jazz before where she waited 2 hours before one of my employees that I manage over. He was there at the adjuster meeting. He stayed there for 2 hours waiting for her to talk to him, to let him know what was going on. And he even told the homeowner, I think she's waiting for me to leave to deny it. As soon as he left, after 2 hours of waiting, soon as he left, not even 5 seconds later, she walked to the homeowner's door and denied the whole claim. I've already gotten the whole claim overturned. I had a manager come out, and when he looked at this, he said, this is ridiculous.
That's what she did at this adjuster meeting.
And she did at this adjuster meeting too. I'm going to be reporting Jazz to upper management for what I believe is, in my opinion, insurance fraud. This is not okay. This is not working in good faith of company or for a client that is insured with your company. I'm not saying that Allstate's bad. I'm saying that you have a bad apple in your company. I do not agree with any of this, and this is not something that we should be keeping in this industry. Just like if I was a bad contractor, I hope the insurance would catch me, and there would be repercussions for that, which they are already doing, and we are aware of that, and that's good. We are happy about that because we're a master elite contractors. We don't lie. We do not fake things. This is legit damage with a valid storm date. Not only that, we have soft metals over here. These have dents. If you want to hand me that. Yeah. They did not open up coverage for this, and this thing has dents. We've got some smaller ones, some medium size. We've got dents in this too, so my chalk on this is not showing too great, but let's just, for the purpose of this video. 2000, you said? So they've been insured by Allstate since 2000 on this property, and they are not happy. They are looking at other options right now, legal routes, and we are more than happy to help them get set up with the right people if needed. And you can see that we have dents consistent with about 0.75 here. Like I said, this is the north slope, a lot of tree coverage. But if you look over here, no one's even climbed over here. You can see hail hits all on this slope, and no one's climbed over here. I asked him today if they've ever gone over there to document anything. He said no. This is proof. Obviously there's a lot of grain loss, but you can see, like right there, that's an indent.
Even on this north slope, right
you can see right there, that's an indent.
Right here on this north slope.
That's an indent. What'd you say?
Right here on this north slope.
Yep, and look at this.
Indented granule still pressed in.
And it's black. Guys, can we just please work in good faith of this homeowner? I'm going to be sending this in for upper management to review. Front side, I had 12 plus, 3 wind just in this area. No wind. I found 0 wind, which you'll see right here. I did find 12 plus hail hits on this area. I found hits on the hips over here. Front side over there, I found 10 plus just in that valley area. And then right over here, I'm gonna get past you real quick. Right over here, I found probably 12 plus, 0 wind, but we've got hips, hip code, we've got valley code, and this is gonna all stay, this is just gonna go up this entire area over to that. We're gonna have this overlap into this. Got hips here, same thing, valleys here. This is gonna have to get paid for. Valley there. You can even see this area where I've never climbed over here. You can see what looks like hill indents over here as well. So we got hill indents over here. This is ridiculous. Alrighty, thank you guys. And if y'all have any questions, y'all can reach out to me or the contractor that's working on this. Like I said, I'm just one of the managers coming to take a look and see what's going on because the homeowner is not wanting to give up on this. They asked me for my advice to see what I think since I've been doing this the longest. And this is not working in good faith of a customer. Thank you.